Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. I've got my tarot deck at the ready. We're going to go ahead and get ready and start stream. Settle on in, everybody. Settle on in. Hello, hello. How are you? If you are lurking about, feel welcome to go ahead. Uh-oh, it's giving me some errors. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. Okay, it just had me correct some settings. Hi. Sorry for the latest pop-up on this end. Good to see you. How are you? Yay! Thank you for confirming. Hello, Havren. Hello, Lainey. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It might be quiet around here tonight. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. I did notice that not only on the big blue smiling brother of the Zon, were just in general beginner tarot decks on sale, but a lot of places are doing sales in general right now that are selling tarot cards. So if you were really into the thought process of maybe getting a tarot deck, it's not only the big boy stores online, shall we say, that are having good sales. I did notice that this one and the other moon one I have, that's a beginner deck, they were like $10 or less in some outlets. Because I was thinking of picking up a second one because some of the cards in this one have gotten a little mangled. So I was debating about maybe getting two. So let's go ahead and see what card we're going to get, because there's a full moon coming up on the 29th. We have a jumper and a Loki being so cute. So cute. Meow. Our card, everybody, is the Two of Pentacles. It's a maybe kind of answer. Normally twos deal with decisions in the tarot deck. Normally twos deal with decisions, balance. Specifically this rendition of a two card, he's literally weighing the like infinity symbol. Which one's there? Which one's here? And adaptability, balance. Maybe you feel like you're juggling. Are you multitasking too much? I felt that today. I'm going to be really honest. I got done everything except for my writing goals for the day. And I sat here and played video games for 3 hours because why not? Normally during that time, I would find something to fill in the gap and just keep working. I said, no, there is productiveness in resting and rotting my brain in video game land. So I feel much better after doing that. How are all of you? Lainey, you'll be partially uploading files and first of all, yay for the football, soccer, because Aussie is on. This is for the World Cup, yes. I've been excited because of certain chants that have been concocted by certain countries, if you know my meaning. Gonna put it that way. And on the other hand, congratulations on the goals, because I assume uploading the files means that you got through the Grammarly. I assume that means you got through the Grammarly. Well done. Well deserved. Well deserved. Jen! Holy wow! Hi! For those of you who did not know, Jess is traveling at the moment. It's not really my business to tell the deets. And I didn't want to make it public knowledge beyond that. Thank you. I misses you. I'm glad to have you here. And you're probably like, Jenna, I need socials. I get it. I understand. Very much so. Lainey, yes! Congratulations! Very much congratulations. So for me to what is everyone looking to get into while we're here? Y'all, I never thought I would be able to write more than one pen name, but apparently I have enough time on my hand in the summer months to just sit here and write sometimes. I'm quite enjoying just letting whatever words I get be whatever I get with no pressure. Just figure. I appreciate you. I miss you. I do. Definitely so. So, on that note, everybody, let's go ahead and get ourselves into our first sprint. I'll see you all on the other side of some hangout time at the beach in 30 minutes. All right, everybody. If you have not done so already, and I did not realize I had that turned down that low. If you've not done so already, save thine wake. Save thine wake. I will finish this chapter's last scene that I'm on. There's so many typos I gotta clean up, but that's future me's problem. The older I get, the more the less I care about my typos while I'm drafting. Especially when my carpal tunnel is all the flared up. How are you? How are you? Let's see. Yes, Jess, long story short, you're probably sending it my way. Would be my hopeful statement, but I know it's supposed to be like 90 plus degrees next week here. So I wish it were coming my way, at least so it could be good for you to go back home. And luckily you have access to the Google Drives. Very much this. And make sure if you don't have it on your device, as Miranda often does on the phone. Becky, hello! And Andy, hello! How are you? I'm glad you're here with us. You're 3 chapters away for Brecky with finishing this project. Procrastination, it's like a false start in football. Very much so. As a former student of mine once said, published with Andy, can't be a pro unless you practice pro at this. We're allowed to have a false start to our day. Very much so. Yeah, you're allowed to have a sprint to get ready to be ready. Actors and other performers and athletes, they do it all the time. I mean, this at least in theater, when I was doing stage management stuff in college for theater, always we would tell our actors, does not matter if you're on stage for 5 seconds or for the whole length of the whole play. You should go touch the stage before we start and take a moment to breathe into the space. It's like a grounding technique. And literally, I had some people I worked with as a stage manager who said, I'm going to go get ready to go get ready, because they had to go get their brain in the right space. So no shame. Eccentric Raven, hello. How are you? Sam, hello. Enjoy the frogs. Oh, while Kona swears she's melting. Oh, poor doggo. All the hugs. Lainey got through at least one audio upload. Ooh, audio as well. Congratulations. Jess, rabbit holes, deleting apps from phone. Oh. You want a full circle moment in my life? My cell phone number is a U.S. Cellular cell phone number. It has traveled from U.S. Cellular to AT&T to T-Mobile and now back, basically. And I'm like, why is everything in my life coming full circle? Because I'm like, this merger made sense. U.S. Cellular's towers that out this way are so outdated for some of them. So yes, and now, so you had okay, it's a small world after all. Ma'am, have I ever told you that there are weird synchronicities in our lives that keep coming up? No wonder we're, friends. Eccentric Raven, still spending most of your time reading. You met a milestone recently when you finished writing an outline. Congratulations! Congratulations! Woo! Well deserved there. Late this summer, you have major rewriting plans. Get it, my friend. Charlie, hello. Good to see you. Just joining after a long walk. Now that sounds glorious. Did it help you to, as I have been told, throw the rocks in my head into the river, per se? Unload, clear the brain? Bomika, good evening. How are you? It's so good to see you. Jess, well, yes, this. but they gave you a bunch of apps you didn't ask for. This, sadly, unfortunately, is a T-Mobile thing. Well, now that you're on my network, yes, you have. Oh, we have had this conversation. Okay, it's like, have we? Haven't we? All right, so we're going to get into sprint number 2. No, I did have. I knew it was going to say all 30 minutes on the poll, but I realized it never ended. So we're going to end that poll. Do we want trivia polls tonight? Would that help at all, or no? Do we forego the trivia polls? Charlie listened to audiobooks, so it's very relaxing. This is my favorite thing to do while I'm cleaning, is listen to podcasts, documentaries, and audiobooks. I just finished the Psychology of Creativity. It was like a 20-year study by a doctor with a name I cannot pronounce, and I'm not going to try because it's Eastern European and there's way too many K's and V's. I apologize. I am so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. My brain went, nope. I don't know how to use vowels and consonants in that combination. So it's a great read. If I can find the link, I'll share it in chat. It's a great listen if you can get it through your local library. And a lot of libraries just added, like my local library has Hoopla and a couple of others. And oh my God, they uploaded so many new books on the audiobook end and ebook end. So if you do not have a library card and you are craving audiobooks, check and see if your library card, a free library card, could net you more on your device. Momaka is working on cleaning and trying to bring back to life a a 1949 Singer 99. Oh my God. Yup. Oh. So do you have it, the one that's built into the desk, or do you not have the desk with it? Because I've seen these, it's an older sewing machine. If it's what I'm thinking of. I just Googled to make sure, yeah, that is what I'm thinking of. There's my grandmother-in-law, my mom-mine. The family calls her mom-mine. I'm going to call her mom-mine because she adopted me as her granddaughter. So she had one that ran in the family that I believe was a Singer 99 from the 40s or 50s, and it was mounted into like an old school desk. Oh. And apparently that was the thing to do with them at the time. This is so cool. So far, it's moving again, and the gurgling grind of cleaning. Oh, Jess. Great, the rain stopped, but somebody... Oh, no! This is what I was fearing you were going to run into because it's coming into a holiday week. Part of the reason why Jenna does her holiday week during this time is because I'm within an hour and a half radius of DC. The fireworks the week of the 4th are wow. They're too loud. Jess, you kind of wish it be careful what you wish for, right? Right? Trapped one frustration for another, traded rather. Hello, Heather. Super tired after a long day of conference sessions. Ooh, how did it go? Popping in before heading to bed. Get some rest. If you need a break, take a break. We are going into our next sprint. See you all here on the other side of the beach. Hello, everybody. Welcome on back. I'm just sorting through all the cards. I see where the popular suggestion request was the cat deck, so we'll get to that here shortly. I also found some cards I don't recall getting these cards all that often. So I went ahead and pulled the three that there's some cards in there we haven't seen at all. But I pulled three that I was like, I'll let you all give a choice. So we'll chat and then we'll look at cards. So, Charlie, just realized that the book you finished was your 50th book of the year. Congratulations. Your goal was 60. You have 6 months to read 10 books. I think we are all doing gravy. Well done, well done. Louise, hello. On the phone with the kid. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. You're the second one to have somebody in the family with a birthday this week. So, does this mean that you're just getting younger? Are you starting to age in reverse as the child gets older? My father used to sometimes joke that. Vomica, it's not just the machine. You have to find a base for it and convert it into a hand crank as you're getting your vintage sewing machine that... Okay, nice. Yes. Yes, please. One, yay for having the room to have that because they can take up some space sometimes. And double yay, that it's still around. And triple yay, it's functional. That's the end part, the functional part. Hello there, it's good to see you, Triple C. How's it? Heather, it was good. You're very welcome. Next time you have to do a full... because this one was for EFA. I hope it's amazing. Mine's been great. How's been yours, Triple C? Vomica, you want to be able to use them instead of just sitting in storage like they've been doing all... Oh, the Kenmore... Oh, these are little gems. You're trying to figure out who you got it from. Well, you know what? This is a valid task to take to hand. For sure, for sure. Heather, you did the pre-conference day. You recommend it. There are sessions for both editors and writers. Very nice. I've done one in the past. They are extremely nice. It's put on by the Editorials Freelancers Association. Everything. I don't have a membership. I should. As often as I'm in and out of their site and supporting and whatnot, I should support them that way too when I'm able. But no, they're amazing. As an editor, I highly suggest. Have a good night. So Lori came in. How is everyone? And then we started getting the votes for the kitty cat decks. Martha's here. Miranda's here. Hello, hello. Brecky did spend most of the sprint doing BeautyTube watching. That's allowed. That's welcome. Martha trying to get some words. And, done on a horror cabin. Nice. Just had to step right out. Be right back. Charlie switched laundry and did absolutely nothing else. Why are you tearing up that wall? Is that good behavior? Is that how you behave? I suggest you set your butt down and calm down. She's having a teenager moment. I'm sorry, everybody. Flop. She responded like a teenager would. Huff, pout. Anyway, on that note, cats. So 3 cars. Keep going one step at a time. Good night for those of you who are stepping out. Before you go to bed tonight, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This may include 3 people you love, daily experiences, or whatever you like. Think about those 3 things or people and so on as you go to sleep. If you're still hanging with us, pick one or pick H. Yeah. Pick H, Or B, H, hang in there. Hello, H2O. Take a drink of water. Let it Take a drink of water. Let it flow in and out along with any anxiety and focus on the delightful sensation as you do enjoy it. Good posture check. Do believe in yourself. So B, believe in yourself. Good posture. Keep your head up and practice standing or sitting with good posture. Notice how this affects other aspects of how you meet the world. Literally, for some of us, it's the muscles in our back might need retrained into doing their jobs. If you tend to do, ladies of the goddess size proportion to the Barnes and the Noble and the upstairs, if you know what I mean here, ladies. If you tend to round thine shoulders to compensate for the noble Barnes, shall we say, do the posture check. It is more for the ladies that I say your back will forgive you later. I used to have a lot of female students who would sit in like the most interesting ways in the most uncomfortable desks ever. And I'm like, ladies, my back hurts looking at you going like this, working on your stuff. Can we do a posture check, please? And ultimately, all of them would be like, thank you, because I'm a little stiff now. Yeah, imagine how we waited to the end of class. So you're very welcome for the posture check. So good for you tonight. Love it. Yay, Louise. H. Bomica is making space. You want them to be seen as decluttering. And in fact, you actually got stuff that you had storage for. Oh, gotcha. Hey, consolidation is a form of decluttering. Get everything in this category taken care of. So it is a form of decluttering. You just want me to sing a song for you. As I almost did it automatically. Jess is back again. You're welcome. I was so annoyed with Grandma saying, sit up straight. Oh, no. Oh, my mother. Because I grew up around mostly boys, she would scream about me and my posture as a young lady. And she said, you don't understand. When you're a teenager and older, you'll understand. She's not wrong. Oh boy, she's not wrong. If you need a break, take a break. If you need a rest, refill your well. At least go get some beverages and some snacks. I'll see you on the other side of the beach in 30 minutes. All right, y'all. I managed to get a little bit of words to get back into the groove after somebody, I wonder who, decided to be a distraction for most of that sprint. Kiki being that I wonder who. Jess, oh geez. Hey, you unintentionally hit the karaoke button. Paget, hello, it's good to see you. How are you? Welcome in. Lori, no, writing was on Pinterest, and that's okay. You're allowed to refill your well however you need. Miranda finished reading and writing out all the comments for chapters 1 to 10, so about half of Lear. Packed for the road trip. I hope that the travel there is, in all the good senses of the word, uneventful. I hope it's an easy trip there. It's about 10, especially since it's a 10-hour drive. So you have your binder, notebooks, index cards, and of course, colored sticky notes and pens, and maybe both of your proof copies to show off. I think I know some family members who are going to enjoy holding that book and watching you hold it. I'm very proud of you. And you know what? To all of our grandparents listening, you included, hello, I'm glad class was good. Thank you for being a creative force, just even in the fringes of a young person's life. Whether you realize it or not, that's often the thing they remember you for. Mine, quilting. Whenever anyone in the family thinks of her, quilting. What would the grandkids fight over and are fighting over? Her quilts. For my grandmother, her art was cooking, in many, many ways. And also she liked to do a little bit of needlework. I don't have any of my grandmother's needlework. None of it. My aunt got all of it. And when my aunt passed away, no one had any clue where any of my grandmother's stuff was. Because my aunt took stuff that was supposed to have been mine. But I didn't fight her because she's the only living daughter. So I said I would wait my turn. She agreed to that. So yeah, thank you for being a creative force for good. An example of you can literally learn at any age to make new things. Let's see. Lori is calling it a night. Take care of you. Charlie edited most of the way through a scene and chatted with the best friend even. A badge of honor indeed to behold. I'm glad that you're chatting with. Paget got a few paragraphs, very nice indeed, and some more editing for Louise. Jess wasn't even trying to that time. It happens. I have a baddie coda, like cousin person who runs the radio station in my brain. The whole baddie rap is appropriate. Just saying, her name is Betty. The station is erratic. Anyway, have all the fun to Miranda for sure. Brecky, okay, turning off the beauty tube. You were refilling your well with another art form. And if anyone wants to say that some of those things they do on BeautyTube isn't art on a human canvas, I forget her name. There's this creator. She literally treats her face like a blank mask. She's painted a globe on her face, a couple of different angles of the globe on her face, which was, whoo, that's an art form. Doing cartography on a human face. Wow. And some older, like, Japanese style paintings. She did a Van Gogh one, like, on her, and I'm like, oh my God. And those fall into BeautyTube land sometimes because it's makeup. That's art. Same thing with nail art. Oh my God, the smallest canvases I ever did see. And some of the things they pack onto not extended fingernails, I'm talking like my teeny tiny regular size nails. Some of the things I've seen them pack onto a natural nail design, oh my God. So yes, you enjoy. Thank you for the confirmation. That's the word. Learn how to fix your. I saw slash heard last night. You did so by accident. Was that what you said in Rhiannon's stream last night? Did you discover, like, rediscover the fix? I guess is what I'm trying to make sense. All the hellos, the long time no sees. All right. So, switcheroo. We are going into number 4. I definitely have this sprint ahead. Oh, we'll see on whether or not we'll do 5 because it's getting close to midnight, and I know some of you are probably getting really tired. I do not want you to feel obligated to stay longer than your energy reserves allow. However, I know some of you kind of just gone here. If you need a 5th, speak up. If you're good with 4, also speak up. Speaking of, enjoy the beach, everybody. All right, y'all. This is going to be our last sprint chat break. Those are the correct words. Our last chat break of the night. I do see the request in chat for a fifth sprint. I think I said that correctly. Anyway, so we will do a fifth sprint. That'll give me time to kind of get my journaling in for the night and not. Anywho, how did it go? Lainey got a bunch done in between watching soccer. So who's winning? Legit, I hope it's Australia. I hope it's Australia. Please let it be Australia. Louise, 5 is good. Yay! Jess, preferably 5, especially since we have the lots to do. And it seems like we're all good 4. Paget, Delaney, all the I miss yous. And I smiled when I saw this come in. I love that you all are so supportive and kind to each other in this way. Becky, I'm here for one more then to cheer you on. 5 is great. The energy is intriguing. It was really funky, and it's getting a little lighter for the moment. I'll take the lighter for the moment. Miranda's good either way. Glad to have you here for it. You're in rest mode for the trip, hopefully eventually too. Lainey to Paget, you too. I was going to say, you normally lurk about our streams when you aren't rightfully taking that nap. I envy you all who can nap. I was never a good napper. Becky, nighttime is the only consistent time you have right now, so you're here for the 9 to 12 or later sprinting. Thought you could turn those pumpkins into a pumpkin close to midnight. Well, as someone who got called pumpkin routinely, it's not a bad thing to turn into. Jess had to be right back. Jess has returned! Is that a warning or a promise? Just curious. Charlie. Sorry, I was watching. You'll understand this. I was watching My Teacher Face. For those of you who are not, who are into teacher YouTube and teacher talk, My Teacher Face, she teaches senior English, and it's like, my higher self as a teacher. And that was one of her responses to her kids was, they came back from the bathroom or something, I assume. They said, I have returned. And she was like, was that a warning or a promise? And I'm like, yes. Putting that one in the back pocket for later. Lainey. Now trying to rate your book's heat level, which you always get super confused about because everyone... Oh my gods and goddesses. I, at this point, would love for the ESRB to include books. It includes almost every other kind of media, from movies to TV shows. I think even to, I guess if it's a musical that's recorded on DVD, I guess it eventually would get a rating. Video games, it covers so many different arenas. I honestly, just for this, because at one place, a 4 out of a 5 is an open door but kissing. But in another, that's a 3 out of a 5. And I'm like, which category is my book in? And in another place, I'm a 2 out of 5. And I'm like, what? Yay for the 5. Did the yoga for the movement of the body. That's the other good thing with the yoga, of correcting the posture and retraining the muscles to be more friendly. We were saying earlier, the cat card I drew earlier was a posture check. And I had mentioned, for those of us ladies who are blessed up top, there you go. We sometimes forget to compensate and whatnots, and yoga is another good way to retrain those back muscles without going for like resistant bands. That's where my brain was kind of going. So says the chick that wishes she had them for her knees again because her knees sound like Rice Krispies. Brecky, 2/3 of the way through the chapter, switched laundry. You were quite busy that time around. Well done. Take a break, enjoy a reward. Jess, for personal reasons, you're... Okay. For personal reasons, you're allowed to be on the team you want to be on. Rocky, you want to finish this chapter to see how far you can get in the next one. 2 chapters to book is done. Woo! Louise, a long, lovely nap is why you're working now. Gotcha. They allow those things. All the lulls. Miranda, always enjoy a nappy. I wish I napped better than I do. Never did as well as a baby either. I was a really good nighttime sleeper, though. Not that good now, either as an adult. Jess, was your attempt in trying to save you from breaking out into this? Oh, think you failed? Question mark. Bomika got the bobbin winder off and clean, now working on taking apart the fireplace and cringing at the rust of some of the inner parts. The faceplate. I totally read that wrong. The faceplate and cringing at rust on some of the inner parts. Is it making Tin Man noises at you? If you're wondering what she's working on, Rhiannon, think like 1940s and 50s era sewing machines, restoring, cleaning up. So if you're wondering contextually, since you came in a little later, not sure if you saw that earlier or not, or heard that earlier, I guess. Jess, so far your books are 0 out of 5, no spice. However, adventure on yours. Because yours is, even though, and we got to get into a last print because it's getting late, but even though the spice level would be 0, would you still have like a PG-13 because of gore and other things? Do you see what I mean? If you have like a thriller suspense kind of plot, you can still up that rating and still not show an inch more skin, if you get my meaning. Oh hey, cactus arms. Well upholstered. Nice. I like this one. Tell you later. That's fair. I'll jive with that. Wrap up. Wind down. 30 minutes at the beach. If you're stepping out, all my hugs. Otherwise, I'll see you in a bit. All right, everybody. I just found out that in Oakland, Maryland, aka Deep Creek Lake area, out in the nice parts of Deep Creek Lake area, Maryland, farthest West County, before you get out to like Morgantown, West Virginia. There's a resort out there called Phoenix Crest Resort. Y'all, they have a mountaintop cabin castle that is Luxor themed. It's an Egyptian themed castle style cabin in the middle of the woods that I have wanted to move to for a while. It's got Egyptian themed bedrooms. It's related to Phoenix's, and they're charging $555 a night for a suite. I've been looking for a place to do a writing retreat. It's like Brecky, you smelling you smelling the flames a little bit, are you? I think I'm making s'mores over here, y'all. Because wow, I know exactly the part of the county about where it is and the views in that part of the county. Oh, I know why they call it Phoenix Crest. It up there on the mountain is why. Everything is orange and yellow in the morning and at night. So the kids, yeah, this is true. This is true. Thomika, oddly, no. Using blue creeper oil. Yes, free up the worst rusted parts. That'll work. That'll do it. That'll do it. And even in a pinch, cooking oil. Sometimes we'll do it. It's not the friendliest way to go. However, I have used it in a pinch. Sparkling water achievement unlocked. How'd the finishing of the chapter go for the Brecky with the huzzas? Paget, Delaney, have to get back into a routine. Oh no, I hope she gets feeling better very soon. Oh, yes, the throwing offs is appropriate, especially if therapies and appointments for x-ray and that and whatnot are involved. Please take care of this. Very much this. You're very welcome. I know, it's so pretty. If you all want to go see the pretty, I'll share the link. I think it's probably one of the newer places they're using for wedding venues. Horsting? You're welcome. It's okay. I speak Laney sometimes. You're welcome. This is why I was looking, because I'm overdue for. I'm overdue. All right, y'all. So I shall see you all tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday. All my hugs. Take care of you.